Croshell, also called Procell. Croshell appears as an angel, which is striking for a so-called demon. He teaches geometry and liberal sciences, and he can also warm waters, making baths pleasant. Imagine him as the supernatural combination of a math teacher and a spa attendant. Croshell is a reminder that not all of these spirits are monsters. Some are tutors in disguise. Furcus. Furcus appears as an old man, lean and stern, riding a pale horse and carrying a sharp weapon. His role is to teach philosophy, logic, astrology, and the virtues of herbs and precious stones. He embodies the archetype of the wise old teacher, though his weapon suggests he's ready to cut down ignorance as much as enemies. Balaam, also called Balan. Balaam is a terrifying figure, appearing with 3 heads, one of a bull, one of a man, and one of a ram, with flaming eyes. He rides a furious bear and carries a hawk on his fist. His powers include answering questions about the past and future, and he grants invisibility. He's the ultimate scout, part oracle, part spy, and entirely unnerving. Alices, or Allison. Alices shows up as a soldier riding a horse, with the face of a lion and flaming eyes. His specialty is teaching astronomy and liberal sciences, and he can also give strong familiars, spirits that serve the summoner. Alices is the fiery professor type, with the intensity of a lion and the patience of, well, probably not much patience at all. Chaim, or Cameo. Chaim takes the form of a blackbird at first, but later appears as a man with a sharp sword. His gift is answering questions about the future, and he speaks in the voices of birds, even interpreting the sound of water. He's like a strange mix of fortune teller and bird watcher, decoding omens in nature. Murmur, also called Murmus. Murmur appears as a soldier riding a vulture, wearing a duke's crown. He's associated with necromancy, summoning the dead and making them speak. Imagine a general who not only commands armies but also consults with the spirits of fallen soldiers for advice. Murmur represents the human fascination with death and the hope of speaking with those who've passed. Orobas. Orobas shows up as a horse, but when commanded, he takes human form. He's known for being faithful and truthful, which is rare among Goetia spirits. He answers questions honestly, gives dignities and offices, and protects against being deceived by other spirits. Think of him as the reliable ally in a lineup full of tricksters. Gremori, also called Gomori. Gremori appears as a beautiful woman riding a camel, wearing a crown. She reveals hidden treasures and secrets and stirs up love between men and women. Her imagery is striking, noble, regal, and strangely elegant compared to the monstrous forms of others. She embodies desire and discovery in equal measure. Ose, or Voso. Ose takes the form of a leopard but later appears as a human. His gift is to make people wise in liberal sciences, but his darker talent is causing madness. He can make someone believe they are a king or even an animal without realizing the illusion. Ose is the prankster of identity, part scholar, part trickster of the mind. Amy, also called Avnus. Amy appears as a flaming fire before taking on human form. He teaches astrology and the liberal sciences and can reveal treasures of the earth. What's more, he promises favor with spirits, especially the good ones. He's the fiery academic of the list, representing light and knowledge, even if his appearance is unsettling. Orius, or Oriax. Orius is depicted as a lion riding a horse, holding a serpent in his hand. He teaches the virtues of stars, planets, and astrology, and he can also transform people, changing their appearance or even their nature. He's the shapeshifter and astrologer of the group, blending cosmic knowledge with transformation. Vapula, or Nafula. Vapula appears as a lion with griffin wings. His domain is practical knowledge, mechanics, philosophy, and crafts. He represents the skills of building and invention, showing how even demons could symbolize the power of human ingenuity. Vapula is the supernatural craftsman, turning ideas into reality. Zagan. Zagan appears as a bull with griffin wings, but later takes human form. His powers are all about transformation. He can turn wine into water, water into wine, and even make metals into coins of another kind. He can also make fools wise. Zagan is the alchemist of the group, mixing the mundane and the magical, symbolizing how much humans have always longed to change the ordinary into the extraordinary. Valak, also called Volak or Valax. Valak takes the form of a small boy with angel's wings, riding a 2-headed dragon. Don't let his childlike image fool you. His specialty is revealing where serpents dwell and delivering treasures. Valak embodies the paradox of innocence and danger, an angelic child with power over snakes and gold. Andras. Andras is a dangerous one. He appears as an angel with the head of an owl, riding a black wolf carrying a sharp sword. His specialty is sowing discord, turning friends into enemies and sparking quarrels. Summoning Andras was said to be a risky business, as he might destroy both conjurer and companions. He's the embodiment of conflict itself, a spirit of pure chaos. Haures, also called Floros. Haures appears as a terrible leopard, but when commanded, he takes human form with fiery eyes. He can reveal secrets, past and future, but he also loves to lie unless compelled to tell the truth. His destructive powers include burning and ruining enemies. Haures is the archetype of dangerous knowledge, insight mixed with deceit, wisdom that can scorch. Andrialphus. Andrialphus appears as a peacock, a bird already associated with vanity and splendor. He teaches geometry, astronomy, and the measuring of heights and distances. But he can also transform people into birds, which is both whimsical and unsettling. He's the cosmic mathematician, but with a flair for flashy, bird-like transformations. Simeges, or Chimaris. Simeges takes the form of a valiant warrior riding a black horse. His powers include finding hidden treasures, teaching grammar, and turning people into soldiers. He's the supernatural drill sergeant, blending education with military discipline. Simeges reflects the medieval idea that knowledge and warfare often march side by side. Amdusias, or Amducius. Amdusius appears as a unicorn, but with a twist. His voice is heard through musical instruments, as if horns and trumpets play by themselves when he speaks. He commands trees to bend and can stir up music in the air. Imagine a demonic conductor orchestrating a forest that bows in rhythm. Amdusius is the musician of the Goetia, representing the mysterious power of sound. Belial. Belial is one of the most infamous names in demonology. He appears as a beautiful angel seated in a chariot of fire surrounded by music. He's said to grant dignities, positions of power, and favors from others, but only in exchange for sacrifices. Belial is the politician of demons, offering status and authority but always at a price. Decarabia. Decarabia takes the form of a star within a pentacle, or sometimes as a beautiful bird. His gift is knowledge of herbs, precious stones, and birds, giving him a naturalist's flair. Decarabia reminds us that not all wisdom is about power. Sometimes it's about understanding the quiet mysteries of the natural world. Seer, also called Seir. Seir appears as a beautiful man riding a winged horse. He's swift, able to travel anywhere instantly, and brings good fortune. He can also reveal hidden treasures. Unlike many other spirits, Seir is described as good-natured and willing to help. He feels like a benevolent courier, a supernatural messenger with a touch of luck. Dantalion. Dantalion shows up as a man with many faces, each of which shifts constantly as if to reflect all people. He holds a book in his hand. His powers include knowing the thoughts of others, teaching arts and sciences, and even changing people's minds. He is the ultimate empath, able to read and reshape the human heart. Dantalion is imagination personified, the awareness that we are many-faced creatures ourselves. Andromalius. Andromalius appears as a man holding a serpent. His gift is justice. He uncovers thieves, reveals hidden treasures, and punishes the guilty. He's the closer of the Ars Goetia, the spirit who restores balance by exposing deception and protecting against fraud. If the list begins with invisibility and trickery, it ends here with revelation and accountability.